Japan demands that China stop anal COVID-19 testing their Japanese citizens. A doctor appeared in a court video call while performing surgery at the same time, and a woman faces a charge after stealing her neighbor's goat and painting it. These are the weird stories for Tuesday on Weird AF News. Oh yeah, we got some weird news from around the world. That's what you get with Weird AF News. I'm your host, Jonesy, and I'm so glad that you're here. I'm recording in a closet per usual. How does it sound? Japan has asked China to stop anal COVID tests on their Japanese citizens. The Japanese government has requested that China do not subject their Japanese citizens entering the country to anal COVID-19 tests after receiving complaints of psychological distress from some of the citizens that got this anal test. I didn't know you could test it anally. I've only heard of the mouth test and the nasal test. I've actually done both. The mouth test was more enjoyable than the nasal test, I can tell you that. But who knows? Maybe nothing is enjoyable as the anal COVID-19 test. Let's not knock it till we try it, guys. I don't know. I didn't even know you could do it this way. I like to think that the Chinese government is just playing a trick on the Japanese citizens. Just like the anal test does not work. It's not accurate. They're just giggling in the corner as all these Japanese people have to put a swab up their butthole. Chief Cabinet Secretary Katsunobu Kato said the government has made the request through the Japanese embassy in Beijing, although it has not been informed, of any change in China's policy on how it conducts the polymerase chain reaction tests for the novel coronavirus. Kato said at a regular press conference, the government will continue to urge China to exempt its citizens from such a test method, which is used on some of those quarantined or entering China, noting that it has not been confirmed anywhere else in the world. You mean the anal test is not being used anywhere else in the world? Yeah, I mean, I never heard of it. Already, the United States has protested to China after learning that some U.S. officials were subjected to the anal testing method. Is this a joke? Oh, I'd love to think that China is just messing with people. You know, first the virus comes out of China as if that's not enough of a contribution to COVID. Now they're poking people's behinds, getting some extra revenge. Many Japanese employees in Beijing have criticized China's carrying out coronavirus tests using anal swabs as an action that would humiliate people and could violate their human rights and their human dignity. Yeah, well, you know, China doesn't care about those sorts of things. Human rights and human dignity. Hello, it's China. Of course they're going to play with your butt with their anal swab. Really, I didn't even know that this was a thing, the anal swab. I mean, why would you use an anal swab? Why would you invent an anal swab when the nose and the mouth one work just fine? This seems like, you know, something that a very angry scientist invented. It's like, you know what? Why should anyone else be happy? Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin. How many people named Wang in China? There's got to be 1 billion people with the name Wang in China. Wang told the reporters that China has adjusted anti-epidemic measures in a scientific manner, quote, in accordance with relevant laws and current regulations. Yeah, it sounds like Wang is just messing with people. Scientific manner. Yes, well, you know, we found that the butt swab is more accurate. Did I say it right? Is that what you want? Yeah, I told him it's more accurate. Drop him, Japanese tourist. Yay! A doctor appears in a Zoom court video call while performing surgery at the same time. A plastic surgeon in the United States is facing an investigation after participating in a video conference call for a personal court matter while performing an operation at the same time. This occurred in California. Dr. Scott Green was dressed in surgical scrubs when he appeared remotely in his trial for a traffic offense heard by the Sacramento Superior Court over Zoom or video conferencing. A patient undergoing a procedure is just out of view of Dr. Green's camera with the beeps of medical machinery being heard in the background. The courtroom clerk asks the doctor, "Hello, Mr. Green, are you available for trial? It kind of looks like you're in an operating room right now, Mr. Green." "Oh, I am, sir. I am," Dr. Green replied. "I'm in the operating room right now. Yes, I'm available for trial. Go right ahead with the trial." The boldness of this Dr. Green to just think that he can appear in court while also operating on someone. How would you like to be the person being operated on? No, I want your undivided attention, doctor. Did I hear that you took a trial? You appeared in court while you were operating on me? I'm going to want a discount. I wonder if anything went wrong. The clerk reminded Dr. Green the proceedings were being live streamed because traffic court is required by law to be open to the public, and the surgeon said that yes, he understands. Still operating, though. He appeared to continue operating with his head down while waiting for the judge to enter the chamber. He kept, "Yeah, just let me know when he's here." "Okay." Beep, beep. Scalpel, scissors, tweezers. Can I get a pump in here? Can someone please stop the blood? Yeah, I'm ready. Let me know when the judge is here. When Mr. Link appeared and saw the doctor on the screen, the judge hesitated to proceed with the trial out of concern for the welfare of the patient. Yeah, clearly, somebody should give a shit about the patient in this whole equation. Somebody should. Dr. Green doesn't, obviously. "I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery with me, so I can stand here and allow him to do the surgery as well," Dr. Green assured the judge. "Don't worry, there's someone else helping me." The judge said he did not think it was appropriate to conduct a trial under these circumstances. I agree. He told Dr. Green he would rather set a new trial date, quote, "when you're not actively involved or participating in attending to the needs of a patient." Dr. Green apologized, saying, "Yeah, sometimes surgery doesn't always go as it happens. We want to keep people healthy. We want to keep them alive. That's important." The judge interrupted him. The Medical Board of California announced it would look into this incident, saying it expects physicians to follow the standard of care when treating their patients. Yeah, but I mean, come on. Do you think doctors give a shit? They don't. I used to think doctors were like, "No." And then, I don't know, I got older, and after a while, you bump into a bunch of idiots that are doctors, and they don't treat you very well, and they screw up, and you just find out that they're stupid. And you're like, wow, really? So dummies can actually get through medical school? Yes. What an eye-opening thing to realize that dummies can actually get through medical school. And then you find yourself on a table in front of them, half naked, and they have something very sharp in their hands, and they're about to use their dumb brain on you. And then that can be alarming. That can be alarming. You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult. No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man. A woman is facing a felony charge after stealing her neighbor's goat and painting it. This happened in Alabama, where there's goats, and your neighbor might have one. A woman was arrested of animal cruelty charges after officials say she took her neighbor's goat and painted the goat without permission. Was this a child that did this? I mean, I can't imagine a grown-ass woman would paint a goat. Erica Marie Farmer, age 34. My goodness, she is a grown-ass woman. Painted a goat. Very strange. What the hell is she on? I'm wondering. Let's find out. She's on some chemicals, is my guess. Or maybe she's just all hopped up on the Alabama. You know how that can be, right? So Erica Farmer was arrested for the crime. Farmer faces a theft of property charge, according to the officials. It's technically it's called the theft of livestock, which in the state of Alabama falls under the felony guidelines. Stealing livestock, you know. There's a lot of livestock in Alabama, as you can imagine. We don't even have any livestock where I live. I don't even know. I couldn't even get arrested for stealing livestock. Could get arrested for stealing a small dog before I'd get arrested for livestock theft. Farmers, she removed the goat from her neighbor's property, it says here. And then what'd she do with it? Well, she brought it to her house to show her kid. All right, and the intention is good. She's going to show her child a goat. I mean, she probably shouldn't have stole the goat. You could probably just bring your child over to your neighbor's house and be like, hey, can little Sally see the goat? I'm sure the neighbor would be like, yeah, sure, your daughter can pet the goat. Although, I don't know, if Farmer's on the kind of chemicals I think she's on, I'm sure the neighbor has seen Farmer do some crazy shit. Farmer probably goes to get her mail naked sometimes. Farmer's bringing strange people around. They say at some point, Erica Farmer decided to paint the animal and post the photos on social media. Well, how long did she have this goat in her possession? She painted it and put the photos on social media? I don't even know how you get this idea. The things that people want to do with their time, I'm just amazed by it. She got nothing better to do than just to paint a goat? I mean, the nerves to steal the goat from your neighbor, then paint. Like, what did you think? Your neighbor wasn't going to figure out that you painted the damn goat, you stupid? What were you going to do with it? Sell it on Craigslist? You got to get rid of it because if you put it back all painted, your neighbor's going to be like, you painted my goat, dummy. They say when the goat's owner discovered the animal was missing, the owner called a different neighbor to ask if they had seen the goat, and at that time the neighbor told them photos of the goat had just been posted on social media. Oh, yeah, I found your goat. You want to get on Erica Farmer's Instagram account right now, you might be a little disappointed to find your precious has been painted purple and pink. I think they stuck a unicorn horn on the front of the goat's head. Looks like your goat's been in some TikTok videos lately. Wow, a lot of views, man, a lot of views. Your goat's getting famous. Looks like someone set up a whole new profile just for the goat. It's called Sally the Painted Goat. Ooh, Sally's got about 10,000 followers, man. Your goat's kicking ass on TikTok. Go with that. Your goat's now a painted goat influencer. Imagine your goat's missing and you go to your neighbor's house and the neighbor shows you with their smartphone. Here's your goat. All painted. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that, right? Alabama shenanigans, I tell you. Alabama, man, you got so many Florida qualities. I just love you, Alabama. So what happened to the goat? We're going to do a follow-up story. Doesn't say in the article if they were able to get the goat back to normal. And what happened between the neighbors? Are they no longer getting along? You can't forgive someone that stole your goat and painted it. You can't do it. I've been waiting for a painted goat to really make my day. Hi. Thank you for joining me and listening all the way to the end. I'll probably publish a phone call or two after this, so stick around a little bit. You guys can call the show, by the way, if I didn't tell you that during any of the stories. There's a phone number, 646-450-2012. If you want to participate, just call the number. It's no sweat. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you to call my show. Anybody a fan of Foreigner? Remind me to tell you the Foreigner story from New York City that I have someday. I'll tell you about that. I got a review. I don't know if I read this one already, but it's so good. It deserves another read. It's from someone named Tabby Cat. Tabby Cat gave me 5 stars and wrote, favorite podcaster, favorite podcast to listen doing DoorDash. The looks I get for sitting in my car by myself and laughing. Love you, Jonesy. Keeps my day interesting. Well, Tabby Cat, you made my day with this amazing DoorDash-themed review. Hey, you know what? Working for DoorDash is a hard job, man. It's a hard gig. And so you better believe I'm proud to contribute to your day. Give you a little distraction, entertain you while you're doing your job. I'm very, very proud of that, I have to tell you, Tabby Cat. So, yeah. And I'm always, grateful that people are listening at work. I mean, because screw work. Pfft, it's awful. Work. Pfft, awful. Who wants to work? No, you want to listen to Weird AF News and get paid to listen to it while you're at work. That's the best way to do it, if you can figure that out. I'm pretty fortunate that in my job, I do have some downtime, and I can listen to podcasts occasionally as well. You know, when you got those earbuds, bro, you can do anything. Nobody even knows what you're doing. You get the earbuds in, they don't know if you're listening or not. You just, when they're talking to you, just nod your head. But what's really going on is you're listening to Weird AF News. You're not hearing a word they're telling you, your coworker or your boss. Hey, by the way, I love reviews of the podcast, so, leave them if you have a moment. They're pretty easy, I'm sure. I mean, we live in a world now. Everybody knows how to write a review, correct? Just, go to Amazon. You got an Amazon account. Look up Weird AF News. Leave a little review on there for me. That would be helpful. Or if you listen on your Apple podcast, it's tremendous help if you leave a review on the Apple podcast as well. Or if you have another podcast app that you use that you can leave a review, please do so and then screenshot it, send it to me so I can read it on the air and give you some love. Because some of these podcast apps that you can leave reviews on, I'm just unfamiliar with, so I don't check them, so I would never know. You'll have to send me a clue, send me a link or something, and I'll read it, and I'll give you some love. Maybe I'll sing you a song. Maybe I'll sing a song to you that's a parody of a Foreigner song. Double Vision, anyone? I can't think of any other Foreigner songs. They'll come to me. You guys are like, Foreigner? What is that? Come on, familiarize yourself with some Foreigner. What's wrong with you? Put down the podcast right now and just listen to a Foreigner playlist on Spotify. You will be so pleased that you did. Okay, what else? I think I'd like to instruct you on how to join the Patreon, and then we can end it on that. Okay, so Patreon. I just left another fun review on the Patreon. It's a video. I was giving a review of a weird AF treat that one of the fans sent me, and I did it in video, and it's a very funny video, actually. So those of you who are on the Patreon, if you haven't checked it, go there. The video is really funny. It's a good review, I have to say. There's a lot of laughs in there. It's pretty ridiculous, by the way. Pretty ridiculous. So check that out. You guys can check it out, too, by joining the Patreon. And you can do so for as little as $2 a month, which is like buying me a cup of tea. And that is patreon.com/weirdafnews. That's where you get it. That's where you get all the stuff, the extra stuff that you need in life. Lastly, follow me on Instagram if you haven't. IG, that's what they call it. I just hit 4,000 followers, by the way, which isn't that many, but for me, it's a pretty cool milestone. I did a little screenshot of it, put it out there. Little brag, just a little brag. I'm not going to brag too much. It's only 4,000. It's not like it's 10,000 or something. For me, that's good. I didn't know 4,000 people wanted to look at me. I didn't think 4,000 people wanted to ever look at me. So that's nice. It's nice to know that 4,000 people want to at least look at me sometimes. Join the Instagram. Put me up to 4,001. Be the first step towards 5,000 followers. How about that, guys? What is your Instagram, Jonesy? Stop being stupid. Oh, my bad. It's at Funny Jones. It's like Funny Bones, but with a J. So yeah, follow me and say hi. I answer.
Sounds like Nexium on Crack Rock with Religion. An exorcism. Let's think about this. Renaissance times.